clenching.
I'm all
Don't
clenched.
tell me what to do.
My ass.
No, we're back. We're live. Damn it!
Yes, but at what cost?
Oh, can I stop clenching now?
Please don't clench.
Cross my butt cheeks for
I
this.
was so clenched.
Oh,
Across your butt cheeks. What?
Yeah, I did.
I have French fries.
Respect.
that sounds really
Thank you.
nice.
Hey guys,
Folks.
in the void, we found you.
Yeah.
You made
Sorry about that, folks. We Teeth and I are having to deal with some crazy weather. I know, right? On this stream.
Yeah, I think it is your fault, Psyche. As you specifically mentioned, I hope we don't lose power during the stream.
Why would you
summoned
do
it.
that?
Listen
Summoned
here,
it.
you little
cursed it.
shits.
You spoke it into existence.
We have 10 minutes to play. Let's fucking go.
Oh my god. I think we had thoughts on this, right? We were gonna. I think what we. I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you guys want to
Cuckoo
do?
Killers, get a carriage, then dress shop to see
Then
if
party.
he can get it ready by tomorrow, and then go buy Diz weapons.
And the dress shop.
We said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
Yes. It's okay. She's getting her bearings.
Mitchie subscribed. I got distracted. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, Mitchie's here, by the way. We summoned her. That's why the power went out. Takes a lot of energy. Okay, let's go.
Wait.
Go.
Go. So we're heading out. Okay, I think I'm gonna head off for weapons. Who wants to go to the Cuckoo Killers? Who's going where?
We're all going
I'm going for
everywhere
weapons.
together.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We have abandonment issues as a party.
You know that's accurate. I don't know if you knew that. That's pretty
No one
accurate.
left behind.
Every time we split up, it gets really bad.
Yeah.
So where do you go first?
Cuckoo Killers.
Cuckoo Killers to get a carriage, and that's a lot of cuss sounds.
So it takes about. I'm trying to like get an idea of like how big the city is. It's pretty big. And how long would it take to get from point A to point B in an actual city? Let's say it takes about. I'd say probably about an hour.
Yeah,
to get
that's
there.
about what we've done previously.
An hour of consistent walking gets you to the city, gets you to the other side of the bridge, and head toward the strange converted mill that is the Cuckoo Killers headquarters.
Okay.
The usher, I can't remember how I described him before, but the usher who greeted you before is at the door today. It is a windy, cloudy day but there is no rain in sight. Simply overcast skies.
All right.
All right. Well, let's get this over with, and we see
Yeah,
if we
it
can.
took
run.
us an hour, so it's afternoon. It's like, good afternoon. We need to speak with someone from the council about getting a carriage.
He gives you a sideways stare, narrows his eyes, and he says something to the effect of, the glare says it all, and he says, he doesn't actually say this. You came to the house of a secret society to ask for a carriage.
I will look him
They know
directly in his
everything.
eyes. I will look him directly in his eyes and say, if you know where we can find one, you can save a lot of us a lot of trouble. And my eyes will just slightly glow a little bit. It's like, if you can point us in the right direction.
Roll a persuasion check.
I mean, I'm going a little more for intimidation here, but all right.
Okay, roll. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I guess you could roll intimidation if you want to.
Cool, because I'm proficient in that. All right, dirty 20.
He gets a little bit unnerved by what you seem to imply, but he kind of nods his head. I can't leave my post here. I am supposed to be something of a guard, so I can't leave. But if you head down Blackberry Street and hang a right, you'll see a carriage. You'll see a square that has all kinds of horses and stables and the like. You'll likely be able to find a carriage there, although I do not myself peruse their quarters. We have our own carriages.
Perfect. You've been very helpful. Follow me, everyone. And then going from scary to, that was easy, wasn't it? And then I leave.
All right, so we're heading off for the carriage.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Ding, 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 ding.
You see a man standing outside of a carriage shop. Now you're on the nice side of town, so nobody's trying to hawk their wares at you. People are generally speaking very they let their wares speak for themselves.
So, like, the Goodwill is here. This is where you go, this area.
I would not call this a Goodwill in even in any sense of the word.
Oh, they don't even call it a Goodwill. It's like a upscale thrift shop.
It's called a carriage. It's called Stables.
No, I'm saying the town we're in.
Stables?
The
Like
town
Staples?
has the Goodwill.
Oh,
They're bougie.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure,
oh
sure.
My God.
Well, nobody's trying to hawk their wares at you either way.
Okay.
And nobody's trying to swindle you, take advantage of you, because you're on the nice side of town, and you all look like well-to-do people. You head up to a square of a large square that has several stables in it. One of which appears to be a carriage, a place where you can rent or hire a carriage driver for yourself. The man standing outside is wearing a waistcoat with sleeves unbuttoned up to the elbows, and he has mutton chops and a what would be described in the modern era as something of a bowler cap, although it would not be described as such today. Roll a perception check.
The bowler hat guy.
I was gonna say. Do you want all of us to roll?
I got a 7. Anyone else who wants to?
Ooh, I got a. What is this? What is this? A perception?
Perception.
I got a 19.
I got a
Oh,
15.
215.
Oh, look at us. We're matching. Hey.
You got what?
Hey.
They got 2 15s.
We got
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, that's how
Sure,
that
that's
works.
how it works.
I got the 16. I was muted. Sorry.
And what about Corvicio?
What are we rolling for? Persuasion?
Perception.
Perception. I still don't think that's one you're gonna want Corbin to roll, but I mean, we're just looking, so may as well. Yeah, it's gonna be a 13.
All right. So the man says, "How do you do? How may I help you this fine evening or this fine afternoon?"
Oh. Well, my companions and I are in need of transportation tomorrow. We are due for a meeting with the Duke, and we need some fine accompaniment.
Well, you've come to the right place, if I do say so myself. You may find any sort of thing that you would like. Would you like to browse? Would you like a recommendation, or would you like to make a purchase?
I suppose a recommendation. We've never met the Duke before, you see, and
Well, I can appreciate a woman of honesty. The truth is, the Duke is not much one for, how do you say? He is a man of style, but he is not a man of...
He's not ostentatious.
He's not ostentatious.
Oh, it's
Trying to
small.
show your wealth to him would only prove that you are petty and low-born in truth. If you really want to impress him, you will come dressed for the station, but you will not attempt to curry favor with him by reeking of importance.
What if we reek of other stuff?
Rose, not now.
I mean-
suppose that depends on what you reek of.
I mean, one of
Bubbles.
us sleeps in the dirt, so...
Yeah, and I also smell better than the rest of you. How about that?
What do you mean by bubbles?
She means
You know,
bubbles.
the bubbles that come out of the drinks. It's like sparkly bubbles, you know?
Yes?
Either way, I suggest that you pick something that you would want to that you wouldn't mind being seen in, but not something that you are hoping to gain attention by arriving within it.
All right, so understated yet presentable.
And this is important. It should be fine. You might say that this is in contrast, or I should say that this stands in direct contrast with what I told you just moments earlier. The Duke does not appreciate ostentation. Well, the Duke also appreciates a person knowing, with what they're dealing. A person should approach all social circumstances with the appropriate level of respect, whether or not they view the station that they are attending as being something of a show. So, with that in mind, I would recommend you get something that is of high quality, even if it is not something that is terribly over the top. You're not trying to impress anybody, but you are trying to send a message that you care to arrive at his presence.
Corvin's like, it's kind of like the difference between those assholes who have like a house that's like gold everything and none of it needs to be gold, and that person is somehow in charge of stuff, compared to a person who's got, you know, a nice house with like mahogany tables that are good condition, and you know, they only have a few knives and they're cutting in their knife block, but they're all really good ones.
Exactly. Showing yourself to be a person of quality rather than a person of glamour.
Colvin,
Knowing true value as opposed to knowing what would present best in a younger man or woman's station.
Colvin, I keep forgetting your nobility, so it would make sense that you understand this.
Yeah, I don't walk around in frills and laces like you, goober.
It's part of my religion! Regardless.
Yeah, well, you guys make fun of my religion.
And you hear the teachings of the priestesses in the back of your head. Lucius can be found in simple pleasures and simple appearance. Frills and laces and gold and silver trim on all things does not please our God.
She's the Frieza saying, I'm going to ignore that.
I'm going to ignore that.
All right, then please help us towards a carriage that would convey such a thing.
I know just the thing. And as it turns out, it is the carriage I drive. He walks up to a solidly built polished. I'm trying to think of what it would look like. Polished dark oak carriage, made, or I should say, with a finish on it that further darkens it. It's pulled by 2 black stallions, without a hint of white on them. This is the sort of thing that you would see a true member of the gentry driving. Not to say that it is not fine, but it does not draw attention to itself. In fact, in the night, it might pass by unseen, and oftentimes it is. So, I have installed and he points towards a pair of glass domes on the top of the carriage on either side of the driver's head. These provide light in the event that I pass by on the street without being seen, and thus provoke the rigorous and angry rattlings of my fellow compatriots who might also be sharing the road with me, as well as cabbage vendors and such.
I think
They're
this looks
basically
good.
lights.
Yeah. Ooh, mahogany.
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Mahogany.
It's mahogany.
So, I mean, I trust this guy, you know? That sounds good.
I would agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems good. I could be alright with it.
Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna roll an insight check just to see if he's steering us in any wrong directions.
Go ahead.
Okay, 16.
Well, from what you can tell, this is a very fine carriage, but certainly nothing that's going to make you seem like you are a sycophant, new money, or anything else like that.
Okay. Yeah, going for a humble angle is probably the best call for us.
I
So
wouldn't
I'm
say
humble.
humble. I would say confidently aristocratic.
Okay.
You wouldn't see somebody without money driving this, but you certainly wouldn't see somebody with brand new, or I should say, who recently just came into the possession of 3,000 platinum and doesn't know what to do with it.
Mm.
I have to say, Mitchie just typed in chat, we want our carriage to make people think we have big PP energy.
Dang
No,
it.
we
You
don't
thought I wouldn't read
want
that? You thought
see, we don't want it to scream big PP energy. We
But
want
we
it
want them
to.
to know.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
want
we
the
don't.
PP notes.
Essentially, we want to look like Kennedys, not Trumps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good way of putting it.
We want to walk softly and carry a big stick.
Wrong
Yeah.
Kennedy. That's
That
not
was
even
Roosevelt.
Kennedy, that's a Roosevelt.
Exactly. But no, the big PP joke, I'm like, oh, big stick, easy. But yeah.
I've been working with dogs all day, so I'm just gonna share a gift to you. Hold on.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And now we wait.
But yeah, I say we trust this guy. You know,
I'm down for it. I trust it.
I'm in.
Yes, big stick.
so cute.
Wait.
So to rent this carriage, it isn't cheap per se, but for a night's usage, it will be about 2 gold.
Oh, that's not bad.
It is when you consider how what the cost of an average carriage is. But, you're paying for prestige also.
Yeah. Does it come with a driver?
Yes, he said he was a driver.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Question: Could we? So we have errands to run today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could we technically have him help us with errands today as well? To get stuff done
Unfortunately,
quicker? Okay.
I am a bit indisposed for the rest of the day.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. But yes, we would absolutely love to utilize your services tomorrow to meet the Duke.
Very well. I trust that you will be there on time, I trust that you will be ready to go on time. The Duke does not suffer tardiness. That's one thing I can say for certain.
Yes, yes.
How does he do with stupidity, though?
Was that an actual question?
Why are you thinking you might have to stay at home?
It probably better not be. My bad.
Very well.
So we're on.
For the rest of the day, or I should say, you will have me from the time that you requested, which is, if I'm not mistaken, 30 minutes to 11, and until about 5 p.m. If you need me further than that, you will have to pay an extra gold per hour. After all, I will be losing business if I wait much longer.
1 gold per hour? Pretty steep.
Very understandable.
You've got him for about 6 hours. It's a long time to not be making money.
Fair.
All right, sounds good to us.
And he gives a polite bow at your service, and he returns to his business.
Okay. So we're gonna have to go ahead and end here.
Yeah.
Thank you all once again so much for being understanding with our weather. I swear I am. Oh, we're gonna be moving soon, and then this won't be an issue, and everything will be okay. Thank you all so much for joining us for D&D, and we'll see y'all next time for our meeting with the Duke. Surely
Duke.
Nothing will go wrong.
Of course. No, definitely
Not with us. Yeah.
No. That's right. It is Mitchie's fault because we used that energy to summon her.
Yes.
Yeah, and the power went out. Yeah.
Teeth,
Worth it,
can you post a description of the carriage just in Phoenix or in a DM to me just so I can put it in the notes?
Sure thing.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Goodbye, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, sorry about that power issue, but these things happen. Speaking of things happening, just what in the world is going to happen next week? Tune in and find out. Will we do well with the Duke, or will he kick us out? Take care, y'all, and as always, may Lucius guide thee. Farewell.